I'm Annie Chroni, originally from Greece, living and working in Norway as a professor in sports psychology and sport coaching with the Inland University of Applied Sciences. I'm currently the leader of the Sport and Social Research Group and the past president for Women in Sport International. I'm still involved with alpine skiing as a technical delegate for the International Ski Federation. With Women in Sport, I've been working as a researcher, an advocate, and a mentor, and it has been delightful to give everything I have for women.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kanai Haneshi. I am from United States, originally from Japan. I am the Associate Professor of Exercise and Sports Science at Western Colorado University in the United States. My background is women's soccer, and my research interest is to promote justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion through pedagogical strategies in physical education and coaching. I will be continuing my work with Women's Sports International as Secretary General, as well as the Chair of the Communication Committees. I look forward to working with you for next 4 years. Thank you.
My name is Khame Mutibi from Botswana, but based in Germany, working for Tafisa as Senior Manager. I'm a new addition to Women's Sport International Board and also serve in IWG Board as Africa Rep. I'm a co-founder of Women's Sport Africa Network and a former Secretary General of IWG when it was based in Botswana. I continue to influence policies and strategies and processes and on women in sport in Africa and in Botswana. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I'm so happy to join in with you today. My name is Carol Oglesby. I'm from the United States. My role with WSI is one of being a former president and now a board member emeritus on the executive board. And I'm really looking forward to the next few years with everybody who's viewing this particular video. My background that leads me to the work with the WSI is mostly as an academician. I've been a university professor through my career, an emeritus at Temple University in Philadelphia now. My academic specialty, I guess, a couple of them. One of them is to write about the sport governance system. I've tried to communicate to, especially to women in the global scene, about the nature of the system and how best to try to impact it because it's so shot through with false narratives about women that are seen through a patriarchal lens. And I have a background also in counseling and sports psychology. And so my interests there are about trauma and how traumatic events, both micro, the small, and larger ones, can impact on especially the development of women and women of color across the spectrum. And I'm looking forward, as I said, to the next few years with you folks. Bye-bye, and good luck on everything that you're working on now.
Kia ora, my name is Tony Bruce from the University of Auckland in New Zealand. I'm a professor of sociology of sport and sports media. And I've been involved in women's sports organisations in the United States, in Australia and New Zealand, including being a foundation board member of Women in Sport Aotearoa. I'm also a regular public intellectual, writing news articles for various news outlets to share the issues related to gender in sport.
Hello, my name is Margo Mountjoy and I'm from Canada. I'm a professor at McMaster University in the School of Medicine. My titles are a clinician scientist. I have a PhD in sport medicine and I'm a sport medicine physician. My affiliations outside of Canada are with the International Olympic Committee. I work on their games group. I also do work in between games for the International Olympic Committee. I work on several international federations, including FIFA in their sport science. I also work for the International Golf Federation in their sport medicine committee. And I work with World Rugby on their anti-doping committee. I worked for over 20 years with FINA as their sport medicine, chair of sport medicine. And I lead the ASWA, for Association for Summer Olympic Federations, Medical and Scientific Committee. Otherwise, I've collaborated with World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the Council of Europe. My background in female sport and women in sport. Well, I was from a female sport. I was a synchronized swimmer internationally for Canada for many years. At the Canadian level, I have been a member of the Canadian Academy of Sport and Exercise Medicine on the Women in Medicine, Women in Sport Committee. I lecture around the world in female athlete health issues, and I work for the International Olympic Committee on female athlete-specific projects. And on the FIFA Science Advisory Board, I have brought the project of female athlete health to that organization. So I work on many different aspects of female athlete health. Hard for me to think what I don't do that isn't related to female athlete health. And I'm really excited to be part of the Women in Sport International Group and look forward to working with you all to further improve the opportunities and to level the playing field for women in sport.
My name is Muditambi Ravere from South Africa. I am a co-founder and chairperson of South African Women in Sport Foundation. My involvement in women in sport comes from far away when I was still at high school. And in the mid-90s, I initiated a structure which was called WSI, which was Women in Sport South Africa, which dealt with a lot of challenges in sport for women and challenging policies, government policies when it comes to women and sport. That structure was then dissolved by the next minister, and we then decided to initiate South African Women in Sport Foundation, which I'm the chairperson. I had been involved in the initiative of Women in Sport Africa Network, and I'm also a co-founder of that structure. Also involved in Region 5, which is Southern African countries, Women in Sport, which is an AU organization. I actually also was a board member of Women in Sport International in the late 90s. And now I'm available also to serve in Women's Sport International. My involvement also it's actually in IWG on issues that I attend their conferences and also contribute wherever I can contribute on IWG. In short, I would just say that's my involvement, but it's a wider process on my involvement, but all in all, I just want to say, in short, this is me. This is Muditambira Vere. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. My name is Junko Tahara from Japan. I'm a professor of sport history and sport ethics in the Kokushikan University. I'm a board member of the Japan Society for Sport and Gender Studies, and I've been an advisory board member of the WSI since 2019. I'm interested in initiatives for gender equality in physical education at schools and sports organizations and sports policies for this purpose. Thank you.